Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, Rabbi.
We are learning Mishna Gittin, Parak Dalet, Chapter 4, Mishnah Tes, Mishnah 9. Okay. Hamoicher es atzmei v'espanav l'goy. Someone sells himself and his young children to non-Jews as a slave. Guy's desperate. The guy wants to keep making money. He wants to keep selling himself and his children to make money. So now the Mishnah reads, if somebody does that, ein paidenaisai, we don't redeem him. Meaning, if someone becomes a slave to a non-Jew, then we try to redeem them. And in this situation, we're saying, no, we don't do that. Now, the situation is like this. In this situation we're talking about, the Mishnah refers to a man who had already sold himself and his children twice, and now does so a third time. After 3 times of doing this, then we say, ein paidenaisai. Then we must refrain from redeeming them, out of a concern that he'll do it continuously. Meaning the reason why we don't redeem him is because it's getting out of hand. It's getting out of hand. And he's going to keep doing it. And people are going to still have to keep shelling out money to redeem him and his children. And therefore, at this point of time, we say that we do not redeem him anymore. Okay? Now, however, the first and second times, we're still obligated. First and second times, we redeem him. We hope he's going to stop. After the third time already, then we say, that's it. Nevertheless, they bring down here in the notes, if he or his children are in danger, we must redeem them regardless of how many times have already been sold. Okay, so you could be a slave, you're not in danger, but being a slave to a guy definitely puts you not in a very good place.
Automatically.
Yeah, you're not going to be in a good place. Doesn't mean you're going to be in danger, but you're not in a good place. And the children are for sure not in a good place. But so that's when there's no actual danger. If there is danger, then no matter how many times he does it, we still have to save them. Okay, now, the Mishnah said, you sell one who sells himself and his children to a non-Jew, as slaves, we don't redeem them after the third time. But after the father dies, or if the situation is the father died, then we do redeem the children. And the reason is because as long as their father was alive, he prevented them from becoming assimilated. After he dies, they lose that protection. So again, the father that's there with the children has the ability to protect them to a certain degree. Again, not the place that they should be, but again, they can be there, not in danger, and the father can protect the children from being assimilated. But once the father dies, now the children are at the mercy of the non-Jewish master. They can become assimilated, and therefore, at that point, if the father dies, even if it's after the third time, we would redeem the children. Next. If someone owns a piece of land in Eretz Yisrael, and he sells that field to a non-Jew, so then we say, Loikeach umeibin bikurim. You have to buy and bring from that field bikurim. Now, essentially, it's the guy's field, right? It's not your field. And there's no more obligation for bikurim there. But in order to prevent you from selling fields in Eretz Yisrael away from the Jewish people, and to actually impress upon you that if you do so, you should try to buy it back and redeem it, they therefore said that this field that you sold to the guy, you have to make sure to get those first fruits and bring them as bikurim. And you have to pay even an exorbitant amount of money for it. You've got to get those bikurim and bring them. Not because there's a real obligation, but when they take an oilam, but for the benefit of society. Which means that again, I'll read to you here and explain it. Even though the mitzvah bikurim does not apply to fruit that grow on land owned by a non-Jew, the rabbi is obligated the seller to buy the first fruits and bring them as bikurim, in order to discourage Jews from selling their fields in Eretz Yisrael to non-Jews, and to encourage those who have already sold their fields to buy them back. So therefore, in order to, again, the benefit of society, even though there is no obligation of bikurim from this field anymore, we put upon you that you have to bring the bikurim, and you've got to get them, no matter, and even if it means spending a lot of money to get them back, that is what you have to do. I'm trying to find where they say that. Right. They say that even at an inflated price, he's charging you more money than the stuff is worth. Nonetheless, you got to get it back in order to bring the bikurim. Have a wonderful day and an easy, meaningful fast.
Thank you, Rabbi.
How could you recognize